This short video is to explain the playlist you're in. The first video will be the presentation given at the end of the educational experiment. And the other videos are all tutorials that were used during class. So the challenge we were confronting was about education. Is how do you learn something that changed so fast that your knowledge is obsolete by the time you've learned it? So it's a way to deal with the fundamentally new. And the situation I was in front of is, on one hand, we had students and their skills, which basically were business students with a big technical background, so it's a master in business and technology. On the other hand, I was participating in a business ecosystem around Drupal specifically, and understanding how this self-organizing internet entrepreneurs do what they do. So from the internet entrepreneurs, I wanted to understand better what they were doing. So participation was the first way to penetrate that understanding. And then in actually 2010, I started interviewing all successful entrepreneurs within the past 5 years. So on the student skills, I also had several years of experimenting. The first year, the course was just about creating multiple languages. I've noticed that the results came when students were creating Drupal modules. So in the beginning, I didn't want to push it because that was part of my participation research. But it's the outcome from the students themselves that showed me that I need a platform to work on. And then in the third year, I noticed that those that integrate APIs were performing the best. So it became a course on API integration, and that's basically how it stayed for the next years. So that's my personal funnel understanding. And if you go to the students, they had like a similar challenge. On the one hand, they had their student project where very clear intrinsic motivation was the sky's the limit. Whatever really, really touches you is the project you need to do. And on the other hand, you had the student skills. So again, there's a gap. How did the students penetrate their challenge? First, they needed to start blogging to make it more formally what they want to do. And later on, they start looking at APIs on how to integrate to the goal they wanted to reach. At the same time, students were taught, how to program. Remember, these are business students, not software engineering students. So it's a very rudimentary way of programming just to make sure that you could actually integrate these APIs and understand the bigger picture. So that's basically the introduction. Watch the presentation to get more detail, see some cases, and understand the motivation better, or go to some of the course. Enjoy!